All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another quick video here. Make sure y'all subscribe. All right, y'all, so I talked a little bit about this last night in the live stream, but, just in case y'all missed it, here's the short version. As y'all know, Joanna, she's making her comeback against Zhang Weili in a couple more months, June 11th, UFC 275. She's about to run it back with Zhang Weili. Y'all know the first fight was classic. It was a 5-round classic, good back and forth action. And this was just posted up on MMA Point. If you look at their Twitter, this was per Damon Martin. He stated that the Joanna fight versus Zhang Weili is going to be, the rematch is going to be a 3-round fight this time around. So Joanna, she retweeted it. She stated at the top of it, should be 5 or not, I'm willing to do 5 rounds for my fans at the UFC at Dana White. So Joanna's just letting everybody know that, she wants to possibly do a 5-round fight. She wants to have it moved up to a 5-round fight instead of 3 rounds, even though it's already been scheduled and signed on as a 3-round bout. But in my opinion, my thoughts on that, look, it could be two things here. Maybe Joanna does want to create another classic, to make sure she can lock in proof that she deserves, another title shot. Or she could just be bluffing a little bit to make, more fans turn to her and say, oh, wow, she really wants to go to war, you know what I mean, and really turn heads. And I mean, you got to do either of those things to really grow in this game, especially as a woman in mixed martial arts, right? So either way, it's all good to me. But in my opinion, I'll take either one. I mean, 5 rounds, it would be good to see another classic like that. But in my opinion, I don't really think either one of these fighters are going to come and approach this fight the same way they did last time. I really think that if two fighters want to grow, they're going to want to make improvements, and they're not going to want to make the same mistakes. The mistakes they made last time, in my opinion, again, is the fact that I think Joanna and Zhang Weili let their hearts lead them a little bit too much, right? And this time around, maybe Joanna, maybe Weili, they're going to want to take the approach to say, let me be a little bit more technical, and if I want to get this belt again, I got to fight smart, And I think that's the best approach this time around. So in my opinion, I would love to see another classic, a 3-round classic, 5-round classic, whatever. If they want to do that, fine. I would love to see a fight of the night, a continuation. But I really would like to see improvements. I really would like to see a technical fight here, and I would like to see improvements on both sides. Like, I would like to see maybe Zhang Weili take more of an approach of being a pressure fighter, but being a little bit more in and out, get her shots off, don't try to trade, maybe try to clinch fight a little bit more, grow off her strengths and, take over and try to be a little bit more dominant here this time around against Joanna, kind of expose her defense and shut down the speed of Joanna if that's possible. And for Joanna, I would like to see her use her length and her jab this time and just try to pick Weili apart. I'd like to see her fight more southpaw like she did in one of the rounds in their first fight where she fought southpaw. She was able to win the round more decisively. She was landing some nice head kicks from the southpaw stance, good straight left hands. She was fighting well in that left-handed stance. So I think I would like to see her do more things like that, just kind of also expose weaknesses. So I just really want to see somebody do something a little bit different here to prove that they're a better fighter, especially for Joanna and Weili. Again, that was kind of like lightning in a bottle. They both go in there, say they want to fight, show they have heart, and it was good for the sport, right? But with these two fighters always trying to step their game up, and for Joanna saying, I'm high level, I deserve a championship, a shot at the title, and, Zhang Weili, her being a former champion, you do want to see them fight like that. You want to see them fight smart. You want to see them make adjustments and make improvements. So I really, the casual fan in me wants to see an entertaining fight, but the hardcore fan in me, which overrides the casual, wants to see a good technical matchup. So that's kind of where I stand with that. 3 or 4 rounds doesn't really matter at this point. 5, it has me thinking like, is this is the next question? Like, is Joanna ready for 5 rounds? She wants to come right back for 5 rounds after being out for 2 years. Might not be a wise decision, especially if she's trying to go in there for that type of fight. That's why I asked that question. Like, is she just, kind of clout chasing here, trying to gain more fans, thinking she's a warrior? Or does she want to continue that war from the last time? Because, I mean, she suffered the worst of it. So does she really want to go in there and say, okay, yeah, I'm ready for 5 rounds again, after 2 years off, suffering a pretty brutal beating that first time around, You know what I mean? I know it's been 2 years, but does she really want to do that? I don't think so. And for her, coming back after 2 years, 5 rounds might not be an issue for her because she is a 5-round fighter. She has the cardio for that. But if she's going to take that type of war approach like last time, I don't think she should want to do 5 rounds. 3 rounds is fine at this point. But if she wants to, hey, like I said, more power to him. Hey, I'm going to sit back, get my popcorn and watch, So final thoughts, y'all. That was what Joanna had posted on the Twitter. Like I said, she said should be 5 or not. She's willing to do 5 rounds for my fans. What do y'all think? Should she want to do 5 rounds this time? Zhang Weili, she didn't really speak on it. I didn't really hear her thoughts on the 5-round fight. I think she's got bigger fish to fry. She just wants to win this fight and move on, right? And I think that's how it should be at this point, because this isn't for a belt anyway. It's not for a belt, and it's like the third fight down on the 275 card, right? We already have 2 5-round fights. So if it is, I'll take it. If not, that's fine. Then we can move on, because Andrade Namajunas, that was a non-title fight. It was only 3 rounds, so I could do that with this one. Guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.